What's up, YouTube? My name is Brittany. I am new to, this side of, spiritual YouTube, and I'm posting, and this is my first post. I don't know. I'm just expressing myself, and, I'm just vibrating and vibing and just, talking about whatever. But this is really my first post. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about on this page. Um, I just feel called to just get on here and talk, you know what I mean? So that's just what I'm going to do. So right now I'm just sitting at the park. I don't have my kids or anything. And I'm just kind of thinking about, this spiritual awakening that I have undergone or I'm still going through. I'm not quite, sure. I'm still I'm still feeling my way through things. You know what I mean? Like this side of life is like completely different from how it used to be. So I have like a new eyesight and I'm just filling things out. And so that's what I'm kind of creating this page for, to like be able to just document and you know, document and just like be able to go back and see like how was this process for me once I started kind of stepping into whoever I end up becoming, you know what I mean, as this spiritual journey goes along. So I feel like this will help those who are also in the same place as me right now, that are like, that whatever it is that you believe, you know what I'm saying? I don't really, it doesn't matter to me, but the ones that are a part of this particular collective, the ones that know, you know what I'm saying? That we're just experiencing, life and everything like that through, everybody's just going to be different experiences. And so this is my experience and I get to share that with y'all on this page, you know what I'm saying? And I've just been made aware of this understanding not too long ago, you know what I'm saying? About last year 2024, beginning of this year. But the journey has kind of been since 2021, and it's been like a very slow, gradual shift and change. But I didn't come into the actual understanding I feel like I didn't come to consciousness really, you know what I'm saying? Until recently. So if that makes sense for who, y'all know what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm just gonna be talking on here. I'm just gonna be, sharing my thoughts and the things that I've been thinking through and going through, you know what I mean? And just where I'm at in my journey. And, hopefully it resonates with those who are on the same thing, because I feel like, a lot of times we can go looking for answers in all these different places and stuff like that. And I keep getting redirected back to just like being still and just being and just like, you know, learning to just let things naturally unfold, which is a difficult thing for a lot of people, not just me. So when that's the case, it's like just learning to just be still, just learning to just like allow life to unfold is very, very difficult sometimes. This is going to allow me to allow life to unfold, and I can't wait to see a year from now or 2 years from now just consistency in recording, right? Because I don't like journaling. I'm not a journaler, and I put things in my notes, but I don't know, to have like documented videos and be able to go back and look at my process would be cool too. And to have people that are, you know, um, whoever is going through the same thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like once you start setting out your intentions and your vibration, and you just kind of being you and stuff, like you attract your tribe. And there's people that's going through the same thing as I am. They're just trying to understand this thing. They're just trying to learn. They're just trying to grow. They're trying to be the best versions of themselves. They know that there's something important that they're supposed to be doing here, but they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to go about it. They don't know anything, but they also want to know everything at the same time. But I think that this might be one that has to naturally unfold for us, you know what I mean? And we have to be able to put ourselves in a position of being still in order to let it naturally, unfold. And that is the hardest part sometimes, because especially as a woman, I feel like all you wanted safety for us is knowing what's ahead. You know what I mean? And so, sorry, there's a wasp over there, but knowing what's ahead in the best way that we can, finding something that can tell us what's ahead gives us that security that we're looking for. But when you don't necessarily have the answers to what's ahead, it's kind of like, oh my God, you know what I mean? And there's little signs and things that I see, or that I feel like, we see, that like remind us like, okay, be still, relax, like you're being guided, you're protected, you're covered, like, you're on the right path, keep going, and we'll get into all of that, right? Because I'm just gonna go on with my experiences in these videos as I go along, but this is kind of just the first one that I'm gonna post or whatever. So I don't know if you're on your spiritual journey and you're just kind of awakening, right? For me, I feel like this is kind of like a second awakening. So no matter how many awakenings you're on, it doesn't matter. Like, if you're on whatever journey, we can journey together. So that's what this is going to be about, y'all. So I hope that, we can just journey together.